Well, let's go have an MRI done and a vascular ultrasound. Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. My foot is swelling. I'm going to insert a picture in a minute. We're not sure if it's broken or not. It could be a blood clot. It could be a break. If it's a break, I cannot do solo female van travel with a broken foot. And I can't get the RV out to go spend time with hubby with a broken foot. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get the MRI done and the vascular ultrasound done. We're going to go to the hospital and do that right now. And then once I get that done, I'll come back and let you know what the ultrasound was like. That way, if you ever have to have a vascular ultrasound done, you'll know what to expect. Let's go get all of this done and out of the way so I can get back to traveling, because road trip time. Let's go. And now would be a great time to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and be sure to give me a like on the video.
And the MRI is right there.
I gotta go to vascular first.
Yeah, which will end up right there, so that's why I'm gonna pick you up in this area.
Okay. Is this where I do the COVID screening? Hi.
Sure. We'll get the sticker out there before you go.
Okay.
Are you trying to find the
Outpatient registration?
Yeah, right here, ma'am. You just go to the right of the brown desk. When you walk in, put your name in the red computer.
Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
You're registered.
Okay. Well, come to find out, I actually have to be in a different building. I come in here and I registered in one building. Then I have to go across the hospital. Then I have to come back over here to this building for the next test. I have no idea where I'm going. So they've just called for a wheelchair for transport, which is going to be better anyway, because with my foot, I walk really slowly. And vascular. I'm going to fill you in at the end of the video as far as how this went, but this is the vascular lab, and you can see it's just ultrasound equipment in the bed there. Now, this is why we're doing it. It's because my right foot is swollen, and it's either a break or a clot. And a clot is what they look for here at Vascular. But again, I'll give you all of the details in a little bit. Let me get dressed and get out of here. And now I'm headed over to the MRI department. I'm not really sure where I'm going, except I know I have to go to the next building. They forgot to call for transport, which is going to be great because my foot not. Hopefully it will have quit raining and I don't have to worry about slippery pavement and my foot and foot drop. Let's see. And it's raining and my foot doesn't step well. But I've just got to go just right there. MRI always has a lot of questions to fill out to make sure you don't have any metal in your body. Yes.
Take you in a few minutes. He's just now getting signed on, okay?
Okay. While I'm waiting on MRI, I thought I'd give this little update. The vascular lab portion was fine, so I don't have a blood clot. Now we're just fixing to do the MRI on my leg. I won't get that for about another week, but it's still swollen and whatnot. Just a big relief, there's no blood clot. We're going to go inside, have this MRI done as soon as they call me, and hope for good news on that too. Yay, they call me back. I just have to change into the little hospital gown for the MRI because they want to make sure you don't have any metal. And no matter how many times you reassure them, they still have to make you do it. I'm not a big fan of these, but that's how they do it. Now I'm just waiting here in the locker room, all my stuff's put up. I just gotta wait for them to call me back. And yeah, they're not gonna let me film back there. It's reasonable. I just hope for good news after all this. Yep, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm gonna so put this on TikTok just to embarrass the kids. They are going to die. And after all that, I am officially good to go. Let me step outside and then I'll go someplace quiet in a minute and tell you what the vascular ultrasound was like. The big thing is I'm traveling across Tennessee to bring you unique places that may be compatible with social distancing, and I don't know if I can drive or not. Hopefully, if I can't, I'm going to kind of fall apart because I like driving. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be good news. We're going off for dinner. I'll talk to you in a minute. Yay! Well, finally, I am home and I can tell you about what the vascular ultrasound was like. So if you ever have to have an ultrasound, hopefully this will lower your anxiety. Now, let me back up just a little bit and clarify why I'm having it. I've been having problems with my foot. You saw the photo that I showed you back in the vascular lab where my right foot is really swollen compared to my left foot, and that's getting worse. Got a couple of things going on. One is I have foot drop, so my foot has a tendency to go like this instead of walking like it's supposed to because of a neurological condition in my back that's affecting the muscles, okay? So I've got that going on, but I also don't feel the bottom of my foot well. So when I take a step, I really don't feel the step like I should, and this can make me twist my ankle and dislocate a bone and so forth, like I did last spring a year ago. So the question is, do I have residual problems from the break? It was a little over a year ago. Do I have a stress fracture that's causing it to swell, or is there a blood clot in that leg? And that's what the vascular ultrasound checks for. Now, I went in with this with a lot of anxiety, and I also had the MRI, which is its own kettle of fish, but we're not talking about the MRI right now. We're talking about the ultrasound. So what happens is I went in and I had to register at outpatient. Then I had to go and register at ultrasound and just hand them the papers that I'd been given at check-in at the other registration. I just had to wait a few minutes. Then they took me back into the ultrasound room that I showed you. And that is an ultrasound machine. And attached to this is a wand called a transducer. So the transducer that they use is about that wide, maybe an inch thick. They just go up and down the vein of your leg. A few times they had to press on it. Look, there's no pain, there's no prep, there's no needles. It's just going up and down with that wand and then pressing on it in a few places to check out the vein. They have me turn up from one side over to the other. Then they got my other leg, again, the same thing, just quicker because they're just taking a comparison. And the way it works is if they find something, you have to stay because then they have to call your doctor and things get really complicated. But in my case, I got to go home over to the other MRI and then home. But now we did all of this after doing the x-ray, and I got a couple of possibilities going on with the foot and ankle. One is that where I fell last year and tore up my shoulder and dislocated the bone in my ankle, there's a possibility I still have some problems with that. The other thing, if it's not the vascular issue, it could be a stress fracture, which would show up with the MRI. And if it's not that, I don't know, they're going to send me someplace else. Hopefully, I'll have the green light and get back out on road trips and travel some more. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go put that video clip on TikTok just to annoy the kids, because that's part of hashtag Bodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. And thank you all for watching and subscribing. If you have not already done so, just smash that big red button and do give me a like on the video, okay? I've got all my links down below for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, PayPal, Patreon. If you do want to support me with PayPal or Patreon, put all that money toward another service dog. But hey, watching the video and sharing the video, all of your support I really appreciate. So thank you once again. Make sure you check out the videos that are popping up on the screen right now. And I'm going to see you on the next video. And hopefully that video will be to see the leaves on the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. Cross your fingers, folks. Bye.